We didn't get enough stops and we didn't make any shots. That's pretty much what happened tonight. And we didn't fight through some of that. Got beat on some easy screens from miscommunication, got beat off the bounce, got crushed in the post. Took some good shots, took some bad shots. Communication and flow on offense was off. And that's what the result was.
Michaela, you've been a big proponent of trying to improve the communication, on the floor. What more do you think you can do to improve that?
I just think, like Coach always says, we're selfish if we don't talk, and I think we have to buy into that, honestly. I think if you don't talk, you're hurting the team, whether you like it or not, and whether you know it or not. Like, you're hurting us big time without communicating to each one of us, whether it's screens, whether it's hedges, or anything along those lines, echoing plays. Like, if you don't do that, it hurts us overall, because if one person's off, then our whole flow is off, because then everybody's confused.
It seems like there was, I guess, a theoretical lid on the basket tonight. Do you think you guys were trying to shoot yourselves out of it, again, like you were the other time?
Not necessarily. I think we were just trying to take our good shots, and I think some of them were rushed and some of them were unnecessary. But I think seeing that amount of misses did take effect on people, which it shouldn't. Just keep shooting your shot and eventually it'll fall, or make up for it another way. Set a good screen, make a good pass, make up for it on defense otherwise.
How would you grade the communication on the floor today?
Not well at all. I wouldn't, not even above a 5, if that. I think that's what we really need to improve on, and part of that is my problem as well. I need to communicate 100% of the time on the floor, and it's a hard job to take, but I'm trying to do my best at it at the time.
Sure. Coach, what in that first half, what's going through your mind when you see a missed shot and you're walking back to the bench? You had that expression of just a sigh.
Well, we got good looks, we got good looks right at the rim, and it's the end of January, and we got to start making those shots. It's not for a lack of effort, it's not for a lack of want, it's not for a lack of preparation. There's a point in time where you just got to step up and you got to put the ball in the basket. If we're running our stuff and getting the looks where we want to get them, we have to do that. And we can't allow that to affect our defensive effort. That's the bottom line.
So overall, do you think the execution was there of the game plan you were
Yes.
trying to run today?
Yes, it was.
So the execution was there. It's just that shots weren't falling.
They were not falling.
Against a good defensive team, what is it more of? Is it more of shots not falling, or is it their defense?
Well, it's obviously a combination of both. Iona's one of the better defensive teams in the league. They're physical. I don't think we handled physicality very well. That's not one of our strengths. So, if someone's taking your cut away from you, you got to get it back. If you're supposed to be in point A, then you got to get there no matter what. And if we get bumped off the line, it kind of takes you out of flow if you're late, or you have to take a different path. It gets us a little bit out of flow. I thought in the first half we took good shots. I think some of them were rushed. They weren't all perfect, but I thought we took good shots and the ball didn't drop. And we held pretty strong defensively in the first half. And then in the second half, came out of the locker room ready to go, got another 2 great looks to start the quarter. They didn't drop, and then that affected us. And, we have to be a little bit more mature about that and a little bit tougher to know that can affect the rest of the game.
What was the message at halftime?
That we were going to go out there and play hard and win the game. We came out of the locker room with the intent on winning the game and not getting so caught up in misses. But, there's, if you have the ball in your hand 5% of the game, there's 95% of the game and you don't. And we wanted to focus on our 95%. And we're not quite there yet. So we just got to keep working and keep growing, which we will, and, get this thing turned around.
Because you guys still have a lot of MAC play left. What are some reasons that you feel like you guys can still get some wins under your belt going into February?
Communication. Mm-hmm. That's the biggest issue right now. It's just communication and being connected, togetherness. Right now, it doesn't seem like we're all connected on the same page, and I think the reason for that is communication. Mm-hmm. So I think that.
So right now, can this team still get some games under?
Yeah,
their
easily. But we just have to figure our stuff out. I almost said a bad word. We just have to figure our stuff out. No, that was done. Sorry.
So what is the state of the team right now after four straight losses?
Yeah, I mean, they're disappointed. Obviously, we are. I mean, we go into every game prepared and expecting to win. Those are the expectations that we have on this program. Those are the expectations that won't change based on anything. So, we work hard to, represent our uniform and represent each other the best we can every time. It's not going our way right now, but this program's built on heart and soul, and that's what we'll do. And we'll continue to work on both ends of the floor and get better every single day and be ready for next Saturday.
Is communication the one missing thing for this team?
It's a piece. I mean, it's not, it's just a consistency thing. You know what I mean? It's not that we don't communicate. We just have to do it more consistently all the time. And I think sometimes we just, you get mad if you missed a shot, and then maybe that's the time that you forget to call out a screen. You know what I mean? So it's, when you're in a little bit of rut like we are right now, there's a lot of little factors and a lot of little details that we got to correct. I mean, the devil's in the details, and we've got to work on that.
Why can this team win some games going forward?
Because of the young ladies in that locker room. They believe in each other. They believe in what we're doing. They believe in the culture of our program. So that's never in doubt. So it's just, again, it's a grind, and it's about the grind and rolling your sleeves up and getting back to work.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Thank you.
Before the season, we talked that this was a young veteran team. Do you think some of that youth is sort of showing up in some of these games?
I mean, no, because that would be an excuse if I said that. No, we're not doing our job consistently enough on the court to get the wins that we feel like we're prepared for. So, we've got a lot of experience on that floor, and we just got to do a better job, and we will.
All right, and then last thing, offensive rebounding, obviously something that's been an issue all season. Actually, a strength this game: 14 offensive rebounds on our side to 7 for them. Where do you think? I mean, you talk a lot about effort, and those are effort plays that are showing up in the box score.
Yeah, I mean, that's good to hear, that we got offensive rebounds, but, offensive rebounds have to turn into points. That to me, that's a completed offensive rebound. Like, that's great that we have 14 and they have 7. That's a good step for us. I mean, we've been giving up a lot of O boards, so I'm very happy about that. But to finish the stat, you got to get points from those 14, and we didn't do that tonight. Cool.
Thank you.
All right.